guys, my name is Attorney Walter Knott, that's Shadow Drinking Water over in the corner, and I wanted to go ahead and take a moment to express my appreciation for everybody that's partaking in this channel. I do get to see a lot of the comments. I don't always get to respond to them, but I put out some videos recently and I focused a little bit too much on the negative comments, and I think one of the big things that is really important here is that I acknowledge them, I see them, I've seen some of the really aggressive statements that people have made against me and stuff like that. The big one was actually where I showed the whole dogfight that happened with Shadow. And kind of the big thing was that aggravated me about it was that people were just very lacking in knowledge base when it comes to what you do when you have a dog that has PTSD like that. A lot of people aggressively went after me and said, well, you didn't have a leash on yours. So for those of you who don't know what you do with the dog that has PTSD, when you go ahead and, if you can lift them and you have them in some sort of structured harness, what you do is you take off their leash so that when you put them in the car, the leash doesn't get stuck in the door when you go to close the door. Also, they're usually at that point going to be running around the car trying to bark at whatever animal is there, and you don't want them to get choked on it or hurt their leg with the leash. So you remove the leash and you put them in the car. That way they can run around the car without getting caught up on the leash. So I know a lot of people don't realize that. I know not everybody has a dog with PTSD. I understand that totally fine. I need you guys to understand that this channel is very rapidly becoming less and less about me and the law firm and more so about you and the agendas of helping people who are disabled, retired, impoverished, etc. I'm fine with that. I'm totally for that. Sweetie, of course, wants to be part of it. I think what's incredibly important here to realize is that the future of what we should be working on is how to teach you guys how to fight for your rights. And I have that video. I haven't released it yet. I'm a little nervous about it. It's part of a big score of videos for how to write a bill. And I'm a little bit nervous because, you know, when I released spaceconstitution.com, nobody really cared that much. And that's okay. That's how things start. I've never had anything that was like a hit, you know. I've never had a hit in that regard. I've always had to work harder than everybody else to make something that some people appreciate, but most people are just like, I don't care. That requires thinking. It's over there. So I just want to let you know that I really do appreciate all the immensely uplifting comments, and if you could keep them coming, that would be great. I know I look tired. I know I look worn out. I'm stressed about the whole COVID thing just like everybody else is. I'm stressed because I have to take on the burden of a lot of other people's problems, more so than even a lot of criminal law attorneys, because the reality here is this. If somebody is having their basic needs provided for by the state or feds because they're in jail or prison or whatever, they remove that element of having immediate need for things. My guys have immediate needs for things: food, shelter, clothing, etc. Basic utilities. So it is, in that structural relevance, a very, very, very difficult thing to take on. And here, I'll adjust this a little bit. There we go. So I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you for all the uplifting comments. I do see a lot of them. I don't always get a chance to respond to them, but I do see them, and they make me feel great. They make me feel really good. So in that regard, please keep doing what you're doing, because it's important to give me that little sliver of hope that as a group, we are reaching towards something better than just you or I or a little theme or even a big theme. We're reaching towards something that can actually guide people to something that changes their life in a very positive way. And the way I like to think of it is generational positivity. I haven't released any videos about somebody who also talks about positivity because she has a new job coming up and I don't want it to potentially interact in a negative way with that. But the bottom line here is this: that person is incredible. She's just an amazing bright light in my life, and and for that reason, I'm just smile from ear to ear, and I know you guys know I have a lot of stress on me, and that the positive lights in my life are very crucial to keeping me going down the right path with getting everything done that can be done. So my focus here is to say to you guys, thank you. I really do appreciate them. My focus is to also say that we are going to be learning very shortly how to write a bill. And I don't know how it's going to go with you guys. It might be something that you all really enjoy. It might be something that's too technical. It might be something that's too boring. I don't know. But even if it is, hang with me on this thing, because we are going to go ahead. Sorry, it's slipping. It's not an actual, just so you guys know, I shoot these videos literally with an iPad staring at me. I used to have like better gear that I would use, but it just wasn't as efficient as making it with the iPad. So, and this microphone. And I'm a microphone guy. I love microphones. I have Blue Bottle microphones, Neumann microphones, Telefunken microphones, microphones from World War II. I have all that stuff. I love microphones, but I don't use them. I just use this microphone. I've always been a blue person. I've always loved blue microphones. Anyways, my point is, as you can see, my brain goes a little off sometimes, and you know that. Thank you so much. Let's keep pushing. We are doing important work to go ahead and change things. Never forget the generational importance of your success going forward. I know that the phrasing and the saying is, whatever you do in your life won't matter in the sense of the cosmos, but it is important that you do it. It's important that you do it because of that whole butterfly effect. It flaps the wings, changes the rest of the universe, etc. If somebody yells at you, try to just go ahead and understand where they're coming from, but also protect yourself with that bubble and allow the information to come through with the filters on. Because a lot of people are struggling right now and suffering, and temper tantrums are abundant. I've even seen that with judges. Normally some of the judges are fine, and then I'll see a temper tantrum and then they'll cool down, and it's like, whoa. So my point to you is, please remember, people are stressed right now. Please remember to use your filters, to allow yourself to professionally respond, and keep up the positivity, not only with yourself, but when you're sharing things with others. Stay happy, excited, and positive, because in the end of all of this stuff, we are what we make it. Emotions are controllable, so long as we have the capacity to go ahead and choose which emotions we want. Unless, of course, something horrible happens to us physically, in which case we feel emotions, and then it's a different thing. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you a little bit later. I do go live. This is a mini video. I know it's not a big video like you're used to. 8 to 10 every Thursday, Eastern Standard Time, live PM on YouTube. Catch up with me then to ask me questions about the YouTube stuff. If it's about obtaining a benefits, call the law firm. Otherwise, please don't. Please call me from 8 to 10 p.m. because we get like a ton of phone calls from people who basically just want to know about these videos. Have an absolutely wonderful night. I'll catch you a little bit later and we'll go from there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.